Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for responding so quickly. My name is Crane Sodine, and I'm a Deputy Vice-Chancellor here. And I'd like to take a few minutes just to give you an orientation, give you a sense of what's going to happen here in the next while. What we normally do is run you through the ceremony. And I'll do that quickly because I have other things to say too. The first thing that you need to be noting is that we're going to be asking you to please stand when the procession begins making its way up to the podium. And you will stand for as long as until I say to you, please sit down. I hope that that's not going to be, in this weather, too painful. But what's going to happen is that after the procession and the party, academic party has come to the front here, the Vice-Chancellor, and he's the one who's going to sit in that central chair there, Dr. Max Price, will declare the ceremony open. At which point, and this is the special thing about this particular ceremony, at which point we are going to go into a tribute for Mr. Nelson Mandela. And so the ceremony today is a very special ceremony. And this tribute, and we're not going to say anything about it, will essentially be a lament which is sung when an older person passes away. It's called Vukani no Bani Lele. It means wake up even though you are asleep. And what happens is that when an elder person passes away, the neighbors will hear the voices of the women singing, and they will know that something has happened. And this singing is essentially a call to the ancestors to collect and guide the person, even though the ancestors will already be there. And it goes like this: once the breath goes, you're amongst the ancestors, so they come and guide him and give him courage. And it's a poignant moment which I hope that all of you will feel as we have in this past few days when we have done this. After that, we will sing the national anthem, and on this occasion, the national anthem is being sung in tribute also to Mr. Mandela. That will then be followed by the dedication. It's a dedication which we do at every ceremony, read by the SRC, a member of the SRC, and it will also be done in Mr. Mandela's memory. Thereafter, we run the ceremony as most of you would be familiar with. And what is going to happen is that the Vice-Chancellor will then have the names of each one of our graduates, beautiful as they are, called by the Dean and the Dean of the faculty, and the graduates will all come up one by one, and it'll be their 13 seconds of attention. Doesn't sound like a great deal of time, but it feels very precious, and I'd like to ask that all of you honor every single one of our graduates with full verve and a sense of the moment, please. And we'd like to encourage you to applaud however you wish. You may express yourself however you like, but please just stay in your seats. We'll then get to the end of the ceremony, and at the end of the ceremony, what is going to happen is that the Vice-Chancellor will declare the ceremony closed, and we're going to ask you to please then observe then this following procedure. The front row of the academic procession will process out behind the Vice-Chancellor, after which we're going to then have the graduates, which they will be at that point. They're no longer graduands. The graduates will leave, and then the rest of the platform party will come, after which we'd like to ask you to please follow. And when you exit the hall, please go right down to the avenue. Please don't congregate on the steps. Cause a little bit of bottleneck, and people behind you get frustrated and irritated, and so please go right down. And you will have then there your lecturers and the students, and it'll be a happy time, I am sure. We do have tea in the Leslie Social Sciences building, which you're all please very welcome to come to join us at. And that's a few buildings down to my right towards Muizenberg, those of you who are from Cape Town. The non-Cape Townians just follow the Cape Townians. And I hope that the ceremony is a meaningful one for all of you. Thank you very much.
By the authority conferred on me as Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this a congregation of the University of Cape Town.
We will now sing the national anthem. Oh, my apologies.
Vugane, vugane, nobani lele na vugane madota, nilele na vugane, vugane, vugane madota, nobani lele na vugane bo, vugane, vugane. vukani matuta nobani lele na vukani na hey 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 helele ma hey 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 helele ma hey 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 elema elema hey 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 vukani 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 matuta nobani lele na vukani matuta siyacela vukani vukani matuta nobani lele na vukani bo.
We will now sing the national anthem. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite Farah Abdurrahman, member of the SRC, to read the university dedication.
At this time of national reflection, following the death of the father of the nation, Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, and celebration of his life, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thought and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and research, to educate for life, and to address the challenges of our society. We undertake to advance these ideals in a spirit of freedom and responsibility, and through consultation and debate. We celebrate our founders, benefactors, and predecessors, those who have built the fabric and nourished the values of UCT, and dedicate the celebration to continuing the work of our former president. To those of you who will graduate today, we wish courage, wisdom, and purpose. To those who will leave the university to learn and work elsewhere, may you be sustained by those values which unite us here today and advance them in the world beyond. A love of truth and of learning, and of this, our university.
You may be seated.
i palpiti sentir, confondere i miei con suoi sospiri. Cielo, si può morir, di più non chiedo, non chiedo. Ah, cielo, si può morir, di più non chiedo, non chiedo. Si può morir, si può morir d'amor.
A really big thank you to our students. We're immensely proud of our College of Music and this wonderful talent that we repeatedly have on show every year at our graduation ceremonies. Gaudiamus and the national anthem were performed by singers from the South African College of Music, and they were accompanied at the organ by Eric Dippenaar. The lament you heard, Vukani Nobani Lele, was sung by Zinzi Nogavu. The musical item, Una Furtiva Lagrima, by Gaetano Donizetti, was performed by soloists Makuru Panyane, Senawana, and Francois Buerta at the piano. Makuru Panyana Senwana is going to be graduating on Tuesday, the 17th of December. Another round of applause, please. Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, distinguished guests, members of the University Senate, members of staff, graduands, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Jamison Hall on the occasion of our graduation ceremony for the Faculty of Science this afternoon. A special word of welcome goes to our wonderful graduands, their parents, relatives and friends. All our graduation ceremonies are special. They're special because of the achievements of our students. This graduation, however, is additionally special because it takes place during the mourning period for Mr. Mandela. We at UCT are particularly proud of our strong association with Utata Madiba. We were repeatedly honored to have him here with us at the university, and we continue to remain connected to him through Mrs. Grasser Michel, his wife, who is our Chancellor. When he came here, he never lost the opportunity to explain to all of us the significance of education and the great privilege we enjoy here of being able to study. Becoming educated was for him not just a matter of earning a qualification. He said in a letter to a colleague, Maki Jomo Dalasile, written from Victor Verster prison in August 1994, that, and I'm quoting him now, "The world is full of people with natural leadership qualities. The traditional leaders who led the independence struggle from the 17th century were such men. But times have changed, and education has become a very powerful weapon in the struggle to produce a well-developed person, close quotes. It is this quality of being well-developed which he lost no opportunity to defend. When he was brought to Robben Island as a prisoner in 1964, he and his fellow prisoners began to agitate amongst themselves and against the prison authorities about the conditions in which they found themselves. One of the most important complaints they had was about the restrictions on prisoners' right to study. When the Commissioner of Prisons does an inspection of the prison in 1965, he makes the mistake of asking Mr. Mandela, in the presence of the other prisoners, the question, and I'm quoting him now, "Now, what is it you want about things like studies? What is it you want?" Mr. Mandela replied, "You should let the atmosphere of a university prevail here on the island." Close quotes. He understood, you see, exactly what the idea of the atmosphere of a university was. He understood how important a university was for thinking, debating, and developing the intellectual capacity of a person. Interestingly, and this is one of those strangely inexplicable things about South African history, the authorities gave in to his demand. They conceded the right for prisoners to study, and powerfully, the prison evolves into a space of intense, often uncomfortable but generative learning. In this space, prisoners explore in ways and on a scale seldom experienced in the long history of South Africa, the limits of their identities as South Africans. And so the University of Robben Island is born. The island becomes, for a period of about 5 years, between 1965 and 1969, one of the most stimulating places of learning in the country. Formal study, organized by a former UCT colleague, Dr. Sadiq Isaacs, takes place. And one sees an extraordinary flowering of informal seminars, debates, plays, productions, musicals, and other creative engagements. All of this took place under conditions of incarceration. The significance of this for us here, living in freedom, is great. So, how do we, and especially you, the graduates, contribute to making the time and space in which we find ourselves, the now of this extraordinary country with all of its contradictions and opportunities, generative? How do we make this space a productive one, resonant with a sense of possibility, creativity, and so build a society which has in its openness and in its willingness to give and to take the evidence of our presence? These people of learning, we here. So how do we people who have this great privilege of having a great university education, bring our gifts of thinking to the situation in which we now find ourselves? This is now our most urgent task. So congratulations for what you have already achieved, graduates, in contributing to this task. And may the rest of your career be both personally fulfilling and of value in building a future which is characterized by the atmosphere of a university, the value of thinking. So welcome again to you all. Thank you, Vice Chancellor.
Thank you, Professor Sudeen. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I will now admit to the degrees specified the candidates who are recorded in the program as graduating in absentia. And I shall now admit to the degrees specified the candidates to be presented to me by the Dean of the Faculty of Science.
Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Shakira Adams. Jessica Nicole Aquesta. Raisha Amin. With distinction in biochemistry, chemistry, and a degree with distinction, Lindley Nicole Barnard. Jessica Drain Baziak. Linda Kushle Bassini. Stefan Jason Benjamin. Sandra Burns. With distinction in genetics, Jenna Susan Bleloch. With distinction in biochemistry, human physiology, and the degree with distinction, Melissa Jane Walcott Blumenthal. Golani Boloko. Samuel Bolton. Danielle Winona Boyd. With distinction in human physiology, Karen Lee Brown. Adrian Peter Bunga. With distinction in biochemistry, microbiology, and the degree with distinction, Jeremy Gareth Burgess. With distinction in biochemistry, Bianca Jade Burton. Sarah Margaret Kane. With distinction in biochemistry, Sarah Louise Carden. Cody Carlsa. Isabel Carr. Antonio Reis de Cavallo. Robin Lee Casper. Erwin Castles. Yiwa Chen. With distinction in ecology and evolution, Yolanda Chirango. Gabriel Lyle Cornell. Dylan Cox. Rahim Delwar. Palmira Indeshihala de Almeida. Scott De Beer. Shani Tamlin De Beer. With distinction in applied biology and ecology and evolution, Andrew Dirk de Blok van Scheldinga. Jacques Max de Satka. Mark de Vos. Michael Gino Diamonds. Yambi Renato Daniel Dinnis. Bushle Benkosi Jolene Donga. With distinction in microbiology, Romana da Jesus de Razio Yanez. With distinction in marine biology and ocean and atmosphere science, Darren Scott Duplessis. Lucas Adrian Dutoy. Jonathan James Evans. Cynthia Fan. Julie Emma Rose Feinberg. Kelly Joyce Frost. Kirti Narendra Diwala. Rebecca Judith Goebel. Sumesha Govender. Abigail Sarah Ann Graham. With distinction in genetics, Wenjia Gu. Leonora Stella Haasbroek. Samantha Jane Hackett. Chloe Titia Hartwig. With distinction in biochemistry and microbiology, Thomas Hessler. Sipisihle Shela. Leslie Home. Andesiwe Pamela Jevu. Robert Ian Johnson. Ewan David Johnston. Abigail Sarah Ann Graham. Anati Yongilanga. Piliwe Jubasi. Mabusa Isaac Cow. Abdurrahman Kenny. Lesedi Kumalo. Vamumusa Malusi Kumalo. Lungili Happiness Kudzwayo. Nyamaizi Caroline Keiza. Rashad Latif. Yunus Mojanku Lebetsi. Nare Constance Lechode. Sarah Bernadette Levy. With distinction in genetics, Joel Robin Lewis. Tisray Monique Linovy. Eden Rebecca Lurie. Kurtanya Lurch Minarayan. With distinction in genetics, Angus Love McKay. Alison Francis McLaughlin. Tamlin McQueen. Madadomzi Mafanya. Donna Yolanda Makaluza. Annalisa Makosa. Nicole Jean Mann. Percival Imbalenhle Maposa. Richard Cornelius Murray. With distinction in genetics, Rikus Murray. Asanda Cleopatra Mateku. Selindo Kushle Siabonga Mavuso. Fisa Kushle Lungili Mbata. Emily Claire McGraw. Caitlin Alexandra Melidinus. With distinction in biochemistry, genetics, and the degree with distinction, Bahia Maya. Imka Maya. Luyolo Mkitlana. Sanele Siwe Mshlambi. With distinction in applied biology, marine biology, and the degree with distinction, Jessica Muriel Micklem. With distinction in biochemistry and the degree with distinction, Evan David Milborough. Anika Misbach. Maseloko Mokone. Desmond Elia Moshweshwe. Palesa Deneo Motiba. Tabo Rantanta Mpoche. Tirela Impotle. Robert Anthony Muir. Tishoana Tavere Mukunga. Navashni Naidu. Vincent Norman Nordia. Jeffrey Mark Indova. Michelle Ruda Ngwarai. Tawanda Jonathan Indunu. Fu Yen Ni. Talita Gabby Noble. Giovanni Battista Nusca. With distinction in biochemistry, Tadiwa Michelle Nyamazana. Nosipo Mercy Nzama. Ginty Joel O'Connor. With distinction in genetics and human physiology, Jenna Leah Oosthuizen. Melissa Stephanie Oosthuizen. Chan Yun Park. Mohammed Habib Parker. Nicolo Passerin Dan Treves. James Michael Pert. Nikita Paisha. Daniel Mika Nsimbi Poltney. Jennifer Ruth Pritz. Alexander Douglas Rebello. Mary Leslie Reed. David John Scott Richardson. With distinction in classical studies, ecology and evolution, genetics, and the degree with distinction, Edmund Scram Rodseth. Zakira Rumani. David James Rutherford Jones. With distinction in chemistry, Chanel Haley Samuels. Lloyd John Samuels. Robert John Sainer. Jason Enrico Sauls. Chiara Teresa Chiava. Shelley Jane Scooter. Matipa Bridget Sebatsiwa. Sophia Sedek. Lesibana Samantha Sema. Christian Karl-Heinz Setzer. With distinction in biochemistry, human physiology, and the degree with distinction, Rosita Severaj. Millicent Shai. Elwin Taleni Shimi. Rosalia Tuilika Shimi. Mahotso Sizakeli Sibanda. Jordan Jack Silverman. With distinction in biochemistry, Jessica Sauerman. Shelley Helen Smith. With distinction in genetics, human physiology, and the degree with distinction, Danica Ann Smuts. Muhammad Sadiq Suka. Robin William Stark. Jaslina Shuri. Gertrude Talvik. Lloyd Tanner. Jonathan Sean Tatz. With distinction in biochemistry, human physiology, and the degree with distinction, Jenna Thompson. Dimakatso Rosina Shloaele. With distinction in applied biology, Shona Joy Trust. Alma Esther Traits. With distinction in biochemistry and human physiology, Tegan Elizabeth Turnley. With distinction in archaeology, Jamie van der Westhuizen. Claire van Wyk. Priyesh Bhaskar Vaya. Varusha Pillai Virapan. Rujan Fenta. Cara Vermaak. Sarah Louisa Fester. Lycan Jade Victor. With distinction in biochemistry, human physiology, and the degree with distinction, Breffney Constantine Whitehead. With distinction in biochemistry, human physiology, microbiology, and the degree with distinction, Lauren Carey Whitehead. Chad Wilkinson. Matthew Aaron Williams. Tanya Carol Williams. Andrew Logan Wishart. Zoe Ann Woodgate. Jessica Joan Workman. Andrea Yankee Liang. Ryan Andrew Zederberg. Silindile Nolotando Zonde. In biology, earth and environmental sciences, Ayanda Tandakazi Mdludlu. Kutadzo Mulovedzi. Ramocheng Sakya Rapolaki. In chemical, molecular, and cellular sciences, Nomawetu Schlazo. Kelly Patricia Westerman.
Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Actuarial Science, Katlejo Komotso Masilo Mochlabeng. In Archaeology, Michelle Ann House. In Atmosphere Science, Gemma Kendall Pelton Bluff. Madimetra Aubrey Kakana. Tabo Elias Mahuala. Polisile Fortune Yende. In Biological Sciences, Ismat Adams. Kristen Kennedy. In the first class, Nicola Kuhn. Courtney Moxley. Griffin Andrew Norkier. Justin James van Black. Julia Laura van Velden. First class, Storm Viljoen. First class, Joseph Douglas Mandler White. First class, Amy Grace Wright. In chemistry, Nadia Bachis. Mandisa Tnele. Pindile Promise Tnele. First class, Nicola Ann Dare. Laurel Margot Joseph. Daniel Andreas Kusa. Taryn Lee Lewis. Lorato Florence Eugenia Mashogo. Spelele Malaza. Rudalee Bianca Merks. Tulani Mvelo Nyati. First class, Marwan Rylands. Giselle Marianti Vicatos. In Environmental and Geographical Science, Rory Michael McCready. Kimenthri Pillay. Jeremy Temba Rose, first class. Lerato Takoli. First class, Joshua Weber. Josephine Wegford. In geochemistry, Ledile Maki Madiba. Rudzani Melba Muedi. In geology, Mtobise Mzobe. Gregory Nechelindi. Francisca Edelson Moreira Paiva. Teboho Tibetlela. In marine biology, first class, Chantel Elston. In molecular and cell biology, Gerard Grant Dalton. Justin Anik Rihanna George. Francisca de Figueiredo Pinto Gomez Pera. First class, Zoe Gill. Rahima Joseph. Zintle Sharon Kolo. Humaira Lambere. Buknule Mbobo. Robin Waters. Jessie Gloria Whittle. Roseanne Deirdre Worsley-Werzick. In ocean and atmosphere science, Moachaba Natalie Rachoasha. Nosipo Ntombani Zwane. For the degree of Master of Science in Applied Marine Science Zoology, Martin Philippe Emmanuel. Annerie Lamprecht. Delphine Lebel. Stuart James Norman. Laura Frances Weston. In botany with distinction, Claire Lee Davis. Nicholas Paul Zalumis. In chemistry, with distinction, Tobela Lucas Bikla. With distinction, Yikin Tony Lee. Buntubonke Mzondo. In conservation biology, Wade Howard Lane. Kirsten Retief. In environmental and geographical science, Theodora Anita Christelis. Samantha Ray Lee Pan. Raymond Miles Siebritz. In geochemistry, with distinction, Clayton Basil Cross. In geology, with distinction, Matthew Southern Hodge. Duncan Graham McGregor. In molecular and cell biology, Nadia Brunitz. Alexis Joy Noman. Liliwe Lili Shuping. In ocean and climate dynamics, Tinampozina Marie-Sophie Randiama Hefasoa. In physical oceanography, with distinction, Catherine Alessandra Hutchinson. tertiary chemistry education, Nonkanyiso Queen Vokwana. In zoology, Fiona Kate Preston White. Andrew Peter Russell. For the degree of Master of Philosophy in Archaeology with distinction, Emily Sarah Hallinan. In Environmental Management, Anesu Angelic Nyemba. In Environment, Society and Sustainability, Tobias Nastelak. With distinction, Nicholas Philip Simpson.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Archaeology for a thesis which investigates the archaeology and technology of metalworking in the southern Waterberg, demonstrating how ore sources were centers of interaction and innovation in pre-industrial Africa. Foreman Bandama. In botany, for a thesis which explores aspects of the ecology of critically endangered Renosterfeld vegetation in the Overberg, which are key to its conservation and management. Odette Elizabeth Curtis. In chemistry, for a thesis which develops a process and quality control methods for the preparation of a conjugate vaccine against Streptococcus pneumonia serotype 1 bacteria. Kezarina Edmund Smith. In chemistry, for a thesis which presents evidence that certain macromolecules in the urine of black South Africans have unique properties compared to those in the urine of their white compatriots, thereby providing superior protection against kidney stone disease. Dalila Yapi Mohammed. In chemistry, for a thesis which focuses on the synthesis of a series of palladium and platinum complexes based on immunophosphine ligands and their application in carbon-carbon coupling reactions and as model intermediates significant to the petrochemical industry. Tabela Mahamo. In chemistry, for a thesis which investigates the chemistry of pharmaceutical creams containing copper salts of dipeptides for the use in treatment of inflammation caused by rheumatoid arthritis. Mamahale Molingoana Mahajane. In environmental and geographical science, for a thesis which uses a diverse range of physical, chemical, and stable isotope characteristics of fossil soils at 4 localities in the Western Cape to explore their potential as indicators of past climate and environmental conditions. Peter Indubuisi Eze. In environmental and geographical science, for a thesis which focuses on the use of remote sensing for estimating evapotranspiration in South Africa, highlighting the use of the surface energy balance system with MODIS data. Leslie Ann Gibson. In environmental and geographical science, for a thesis which compares the framing, extent, nature, and impact of seasonal flooding in subsidized housing areas and informal settlements on the Cape Flats, and the lessons for the disaster risk theory and practice. Robin Mary Farrow. In environmental and geographical science, for a thesis which applies and further develops conceptual framework for understanding access and mechanisms and processes that facilitate access to coastal resources in 2 coastal communities in the Western Cape, South Africa. Samantha Williams. In molecular and cell biology, for a thesis which characterizes the molecular basis for photoperiodic floral induction and reversion in red and purple flowered Impatiens, Balsamina, dwarf bush flowered plants. Eric Banda. In molecular and cell biology, for a thesis which characterizes the nutraceutical properties of Zambian market classes of Bambara groundnuts and common beans. Vincent Nyao. In physical oceanography, for a thesis which examines the dynamics and physical processes of the Comoro Basin, its forcing and the nature of eddy variability in the region using model, in situ, and satellite data. Shireen Collins. In physical oceanography, for a thesis which develops new methods to estimate plankton production by combining almost daily satellite observations of surface ocean color with occasional shipboard measurements of subsurface phytoplankton. Robert Ian Williamson. In zoology, for a thesis which uses nuclear microprobes to analyze the microscopic distribution of pollutants in fish scales with a view to environmental auditing of fish used for human consumption. Jose Francisco Guambe. In zoology, for a thesis which explores novel and sustainable solutions for reducing the spatial overlap and hence conflict between humans and baboons in the Cape Peninsula, South Africa, Bentley Storm Kaplan. In zoology, for a thesis which shows that introduced trout pose the greatest threat to remaining naturally functioning food webs and native fishes in streams of the Cape Floristic region, Jeremy Mark Shelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a warm afternoon and a reasonably long ceremony, but I'm sure you'll agree with me that it's been worth every minute to see and celebrate the achievements of this amazing cohort of graduates. I want you to give them a huge round of applause. Professor Sudin reminded us in his introduction of the connection that UCT has with Madiba, and in particular that Mrs. Graça Machel is the Chancellor of the university and would normally convene these graduation ceremonies and confer degrees. I stand in for her when she's not here, and obviously we understand why she's not here for these graduations, but I'm sure you'll join me in conveying all of our condolences to her and to the Mandela family on behalf of the graduates and of the families at UCT. As you graduate, you join a special family of convocation, all of the past graduates and diplomats of the university, some 100,000 people living in South Africa and all around the world. You're an important constituency for us. You preserve the continuity from the past to the future by electing the Chancellor and by electing members of the Council and by keeping in touch with us and letting us know how you think we're doing and giving us an opportunity to tell you how we're doing through regular newsletters. But this can only work if you keep in touch with us. And I urge you, as you leave UCT, to remember your alma mater and to please update your details regularly as you move around in the future. I'm sure, graduates, that you will agree with me that there are special people here today who have helped you get to where you are, and we owe them a special gratitude. And so I want you to take your scrolls in your hand, stand up and make eye contact with your family members in the audience, and wave your scrolls and shout your appreciation to them. And you also would not have got to where you are, and we as a university would not be where we are if it were not for the distinguished and dedicated faculty that we have on the stage, and ask you to show your appreciation to the faculty, to your teachers too. We know how much sacrifice not only the students make, but the families who have made financial sacrifices in order to get their children and partners to where they are today, and emotional support and psychological support, and we appreciate that, and similarly sacrifices on the part of the faculty who are dedicated to teaching. Thank you for joining us, and once again, congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor. That brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of our ceremony. Before I ask the Vice Chancellor to dissolve the congregation, let me please just add my thanks also to the administrative staff, especially the Registrar's Office, for the organization of these ceremonies. It takes a great deal of care and attention to detail to make this ceremony work as smoothly as it does. Please join me in thanking them. So I'm now going to be asking the Vice Chancellor to dissolve the congregation. At that point, before he does so, I'm going to be asking you to please stand, not yet. What will then happen is that the front row of the platform party will follow the Vice Chancellor, after which will come now the graduates, and then the rest of the academic party, after which, please, we ask you all to proceed right to the bottom of the stairs, after which, please join us for tea in the Leslie Social Sciences building. Thank you, Vice Chancellor.
Now, by the authority conferred on me, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.